Hello and welcome to another video or podcast episode. So it is now end of June and the summer holidays are coming up quite rapidly. It's a really nice time of year. If you can see in the video, the woodland is just full of sunshine, green and life, and it is definitely, I think of it as a reward for making it through those dark, wet, cold months of the year, that we get to enjoy the outdoors when other people may well be sitting inside offices and not able to spend every sunny day outdoors. So it is a fantastic time of year, but it also raises some questions about how the best way to spend it. So as I said, school holidays right around the corner, and the question I always ask myself around this time of year, hopefully a little bit earlier each year, is what am I actually going to do for sessions during the summer holidays? Because if you're anything like me and you run regular sessions, if you run them for schools, then obviously you won't be running those same sessions during the summer holidays. If, however, you're running it for homemade sessions, you have the option to continue. And then there's holiday clubs you can pick up, and there's always extra work around this time of year where more organizations are looking to get outside and involve people. There's a lot more projects going and people just want to be outdoors. So you have a lot more customers in the better weather months. Now, if you are school-based, as I said, school groups are probably out. You may still have some holiday clubs that you run for the school, but essentially this is your time off. And honestly, you probably really should enjoy it. So I'm not in any way advocating for giving up all of your summer holidays to go do extra work, but there are more opportunities during this time of year. So, but make sure you do get that time for yourself, and that counts for you guys as well that are working freelance outside of schools. Myself, I've just come back from my holiday / honeymoon, which was fantastic and a great way to refresh. And I always try and get away just before it gets really busy in June, and that way I can work pretty much through July and August uninterrupted and make the most of the time. So once you've decided when you're taking time off, and not if, you should take time off. Go underline that again. Take time off. You need it. How often do you get to relax when the weather's like this? Yeah. Okay. So if you decide to continue working for some of it, the question is, do you keep the regular sessions running, or do you switch it up and bring in different ones? For me, that would be bringing in more holiday club sessions. So these would be marketed a little bit at homemade families, but mostly at school children, because during the holidays, parents and families are out there looking for activities to take part in. It's good weather. And I've found so far, whenever I've run holiday sessions, even in the colder months, they've always been pretty well subscribed, and I am able to make a good profit from that, because at the end of the day I'm exchanging money for the work that I do. So profit isn't a bad word. Different episode there. So it really is good, I know, but at the same time I kind of want to keep the ball rolling with the sessions and clientele that I've already built, so the homemade families. But the thing with homemade families is they tend to go one of two ways whenever holidays come round. They either decide, okay, it's life as normal. We had our holiday earlier in the year when we could avoid being out with school children. We're just going to keep going with the sessions. And then there's others who will basically try and stay away from outdoor areas because hordes of school children will be descending on them. So playgrounds and such get really oversubscribed, and it's challenging if you are a more introverted and close-knit homemade family to then go out when everyone with their hordes of children is out. So the tricky part is identifying which proportion of your families are in each camp. So working out whether they do actually want to keep running through the year. So what you could do is you could run a bridge schedule, so say run every 2 weeks if you only run every week, or once a month if you only run every fortnight. This will give you time to do other things. You could also say, okay, this is your summer hiatus, I'm going to go and do other stuff. We'll meet back in September when the days start getting cooler, and I'll be there to help you extend your outdoor year and give you the motivation to keep getting out after the good weather passes. Because for me, there's one of the main reasons why homemade families come to my sessions is that excuse to get out and do things. I'm their reason to get out, whatever the weather, throughout the year. Now that motivation is so much easier when the weather is like this and everyone's in shorts and t-shirts. But it gets a lot more difficult during the winter months. So the main reason for joining the sessions may shift through the year. So yes, you can take a hiatus, do entirely holiday club sessions, or undertake a project, say for children in deprived areas. You can see if you can get some funding for that. There are opportunities there that aren't normally there without having to give up the weekends and your time with your family. Obviously, there are many of you with children at home that you won't have much of an option, but I hope you would include them in your sessions wherever you can, and then just try and make the best of the time you have together, because that's the really important thing there. So there you go, there's your 3 main options for what to do with the summer holidays. You can either keep running sessions as normal, if that applies to you, go out, relax, enjoy, get refreshed, and come back ready for the next academic year. Or number 3, make the most of the week times where there's plenty of families and children out there, plenty of potential customers for you, some of who might be in higher brackets than homemade families who typically only have one parent working. There's opportunities there. Or you could do what I'm probably going to end up doing, which is a combination of all 3. Just trying to muddle my way through and work out something that allows me to make the most of the opportunities of the seasons, but still offers plenty of sessions for those core audiences that have supported me through the rest of the year. So yeah, I hope you found that helpful in kind of getting you thinking about what you're going to be doing with your precious summer holidays. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Remember to make the most of every day. And if you're listening on Spotify, I'd really appreciate it if you give me a review on there. So far I only have 1 review, 5-star review, so thank you whoever left that. But I thought it would be nice to get some more reviews on there. So if you've enjoyed this podcast at all, then please do leave a review, leave a comment, and I will catch you next time.